Hi, I'm Cash, and welcome to Cash Talks Football, where I break down all the goals scored in the Premier League, using my over 20 years coaching experience to give you some sort of different insight that you may not have heard on the normal nonsense on the TV. Today we're doing Nottingham Forest against Spurs, and hopefully something that I say makes a bit of sense to you and you can use it maybe in your game to become a better player or a better coach. But right now what I want you to focus on is looking at the middle of the field right here and look at Richarlison, right? You can see these two defenders are not defending. It's a common thing in the Premier League right now where people are just so fixated on the ball. And also, I want you to pay attention to this. We can see his number and his number, right? And they are behind the ball. If you look where the 18-yard box is, look, ever so slightly, the ball is in front of him. So he's about 2 steps behind where he needs to be, which is about there. Where his mate is this mate right here. He's about where he needs to be, and at least he's facing the right direction, so when the ball comes in he can do something. This guy is in no position to challenge Richarlison here, or is close enough. So one of those important parts is you've got to get set early if you're a player. If you get back, you get in line and you face the right direction where the ball's going to be incoming from, you can save yourself a lot of problems defending. His body's position is wrong, so is his. No one's really taught him that, otherwise he wouldn't be making this mistake in the Premier League at this level. And it's kind of funny where people go, oh, but they do coaching, and they know. No, honestly, they don't. They are not that smart. They don't work on things like this. You go, oh, but they should know. Yeah, they should know, but they don't know. I'm telling you now firsthand, they don't know. And if they do, they're not passing on the message properly to the players, and the players aren't acting out on the field. One of the things coaching in the UK you'll find is people talk coaching, but they don't teach coaching. What does that mean? So they say the coaching point, they need your body shape to be back so your shoulders are flat, with your back is facing your own goal so you can defend properly. That sounds great, but they don't actually get the player to do it. So, yeah, but I told him. It doesn't matter if you told him. You've got to get him to do it. And in this situation, you can see he hasn't got him to do it. So when this ball comes in, as you can see right here, stop. He's a little bit better, but he's not close enough to make a challenge. He's too far away. His body shape is now almost there, but it's a little bit too late. Well, Richarlison is facing the way he wants to go. And here's something you don't often see, which is a flat delivery. Watch this delivery when it comes in. It's a flat delivery. It's pretty decent. Bosh, it's a flat delivery. See what I mean? Now, Richarlison has completely lost his player here marking because his whole attitude and intent isn't to defend, because if it was, his body shape would have been right on point 1. Then he would have been closer on point 2. So when it comes to point 3, he's already there to make the challenge. That's why you make point 1 and 2, because you can't worry about point 3 if you haven't done 1 and 2 properly. You have to do those steps, otherwise you don't get into the position to challenge for the ball. He doesn't, and it's in the back of the net box. And Richarlison has scored another Premier League goal. Yes, that has happened. Let's get on to the next goal and see what we can find. So here we are. They're trying to pass out the back to play hipster football. And a lot of people don't really understand why they pass out the back or how they do it and what's the point of it. And I'm talking about not fans, I'm talking about actual coaches. They don't really know why they're doing it. They don't know why they're trying to move the balls through the lines or how they're trying to do that. It's just hipster coaching. But I've been dealing with this since about 2003, 2004. And it's hilarious because you can catch teams out trying to do it all the time because they don't know why they're doing it, so they can get caught out. So let's move this forward. This pass here into the goalkeeper. Let's watch this ball. Bosh. Okay, here's a problem. His first touch isn't good enough, and he needs to move that ball in two hits. But, pap. And he doesn't, because his first touch isn't good enough. Do you see he has to back up to create the separation of the ball, because his first touch hasn't set himself up to be able to play the ball, because he hasn't actually been taught that properly. And that is when you're receiving the ball, it's making sure your body movement is correct, so you already decided where you're passing it to. Now, where he should be passing it to should be this space here. Right, he should be looking at this guy here and dinking the ball into this space here. That's what he should be looking to do, okay? But this pass has put his goalkeeper in all sorts of trouble. And what he should have done if he was a good player and I was coaching him, as soon as that ball comes in, he's playing it first time to him there because he's already seen it and he already sees that whole centre midfield is free and he can play it there and these two can help. Even if he loses out, he's got the ball. That would be brilliant. But he hasn't. So now he gets in all sorts of trouble because his body shape's wrong. He shanks the ball. Do you see that? He hits the ball wrong because he's not stood in the right place. It is that simple. The amount of times you can actually have a clean strike on the ball if you're just standing correctly. It is that simple. You are kicking a ball. You are now kicking a ball running. Now you're kicking a ball running really fast. All of those body mechanics must be the same. They're not. He gets caught out and it's basically an easy run. I quite like this though. When he receives it, this guy has a little look and the keeper does get back on his line quite well. I've got to give him his props so he can... He's there, he's ready for the shot to come in. But it's all over at this point because this guy's just going to drive through and smash it into the roof of the net. And that's exactly what he does. Bosh. and then it goes, bam, it's just too much power, too hard, and everybody knows it's the keeper's fault. Is it really? No. It's actually probably the pass that came into him in the first place. Shouldn't have gone back with 1, 2, 3 players so high and their keeper not having the ability. This is the smartest thing someone will ever tell you in football, and it takes ages and years to understand it. Only do what you can do. What do you mean? That sounds stupid. Yeah. If you can't pass out of the back, don't do it. Go long, because that's all you can do. You want to be able to do that, but you need to get there. You don't force it because you lose football games. You develop it, you don't force it. They're forcing it, not developing it. Two different things. Only do what you can do. If you can't pass out the back, don't do it. If you can, do it. They can't. Mistake. See you next time on Cash Talks Football.